Hey everyone, welcome back to Saturday Morning Toy Tunes, the weekly live stream here on my channel in which we all gather around the modern day campfires of our computer monitors and iPhone screens and talk about all things that happen in the week in geek. I am, as always, Terry Smith, the host of the show, and first of all, let's get it out of the way, didn't come here to talk about work. So if you had questions about my employer, remember that I've signed an NDA and I can't discuss that kind of stuff. I can, however, talk about six skill stuff. So if you want to talk about six skill stuff, you came to the right place. Also, if you wanted to talk about coffee, you also came to the right place. This is cup number 2. When this is gone, 1 liter of coffee already today. Nectar of the gods. Not sure what gods, but I'm sure some gods. Today, obviously, if you saw the thumbnail, I'm going to be unboxing this guy. Yeah, that was the chat. So that was pretty legit, that look on the, not the chat, but the thumbnail. Yeah, pretty excited about this. As everybody who tunes in quite frequently, or anybody who's talked to me a lot about Star Wars knows, Attack of the Clones is my favorite prequel movie, and actually stands in my top 3 Star Wars movies, I want to say. This has a lot to do with the fact that I am a massive fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and this, of course, would be Episode 2 is Chapter 1 of The Clone Wars. Yeah, also as a mystery, detective, noir thriller with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Dexter Jettster and tall, lanky, long-haired dudes from a planet that nobody knows about. Just kidding, I know they're Kaminoans, and their planet is Kamino. And, plenty of people know about it. They're cloners! Damn good ones, too! That's the reason I'm not a voiceover actor. Anyway, on top of that, I also went a little bit crazy on Amazon and bought a bunch of cool stuff. I'm going to show that off today. Ostensibly, it's for my everyday carry, but most of it's too big to be part of my everyday carry, so it's probably just all going to go in my bug-out bag. I don't have a bug-out bag. I don't know why I bought stuff for a bug-out bag, but I don't have a bug-out bag. But maybe I will soon. Anyway, without further ado, what else is going on here today? Gina B. Collecting, if you're watching, I have not sent your prize yet. I'm so sorry. I was really busy this week, shooting a lot of stuff. And also, I have a couple of, let me know if you want me to open them, but I still have a couple more LAATs that I didn't get around to opening up last week. And, speaking of Micro Galaxy Squadrons, my Razor Crest broke. Yeah, it fell off the table, and the guns snapped off. So I've got a hardcore repair situation staring me down the throat today. Or I'm staring that down the throat. Yeah, that's the way that metaphor works, right? Anyway, without further ado, let's get into seeing who joined us today. I don't know, is the music loud today? It could be. Most times it's actually too quiet at this volume level, but we'll see. Keep monitoring, people. Let's go R2, or the Dome and Body Diecast, says Steve Nara, and welcome to the show. Oh, shit. You know what I didn't do? I did not add the chat overlay. Let's just see if I can do that right now. Properties. Paste. Test. Boom. Are we going to be without? Hey, look at that! Cool. Rob Pre-Show's here. Steve Nara is also here. The dome. I think the dome is diecast, Steve. I've owned. This is my third R2-D2 from Hot Toys. I never got around to opening the one from the sequel, the regular trilogy, the original trilogy. But I did open up the one from the prequel trilogy. No, the sequel trilogy. God, so many trilogies. And it actually does have a die-cast dome. I'm assuming that this one does as well. It does have sound effects, though, and I'm really looking forward to playing with those. We'll find out together, though. Rob Parisho is also here. Hey, Rob. Attack of the Clones R2 and Terry's rocking shirt from The Expanse. That's right. I am officially an employee of Tycho Station. Yeah, that's the base. That's the space station where they were building the Nauvoo for the Mormons so they could fly off to Zeta Centauri or whatever the hell it was. That eventually becomes co-opted by the Belters and turned into the Behemoth. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Steve Nara, you've already been brought up here, man. overwhelming me today. Mr. Mom Collectibles is here. That's a worthy channel. If you haven't checked that out, you should do so. Good morning, everyone. Was lucky to find this at a retail. Good for you. We'll have it Thursday. That's taking far too long to ship, man. They got to get that thing to you quicker. Terry looks far too happy holding that box. Far too happy? Well, yeah. I'm far too happy for someone who got as little sleep as I did last night. That's true, yeah. But when I say pills, I mean the nectar here. Centrum Silver, you wound me. You wound me. Why? Why, Steve? What have I done to you? Laura Keyless is here. Hello, Laura. Simo is here. Hey, John, how you doing? Kumar's also here. Hi, all. Hope everyone is well and good. Praising Brandy Woods' art. Love that. Let's see. Dude, yeah, I'm right there with you, obviously. Soka showed up today, and your Perch Trooper arrives today. That's bitchin'. Brandy Woods is here. Hey, Brandy Woods. Welcome aboard. Rob can't pose anything because he messed up his wrist doing grip work on a shoot. That sucks. Yeah, you gotta take care of that thing, man. Yeah. Yeah, wrist posing is delicate. You don't want to injure yourself or your figure. Yeah, you've got two. It's like, remember that first episode, that first Halo game? Hey, careful. There's two of us in here now, remember? Yeah, you got to worry about yourself and your figure, so be careful there. Keith Lee is here. Hey, Keith. Welcome aboard. And Bad Wolf Media is here. Hey, Mike. Oh, we're going to get the rest real fast. Don't. Now, there was some, what do you call it, admin level shit that we had to talk about. But, yeah. Anybody else? Nolan Vang is here. Hey, Nolan, how's it going? First time viewer? First time commenter? I don't recall seeing your name here before, but my memory isn't all that great these days, so, you know, that could be why. DK421 is here, one of my favorite YouTube channels, both in terms of its content and the enthusiasm with which that content is presented. Good to have you here with us as well. What did I watch you unboxing the other day? Oh, you did a General Grievous video. Yeah, it's a cool figure. I mean, I like it. And I have the original, and I have no complaints about it, you know? And I think you got the updated version, because the updated version did not have the photography by Terry Smith on the insert. That didn't hurt my feelings at all. It didn't. That explained the quickened speech. Yeah. Am I talking fast? Sometimes I talk fast after I've had too much coffee. Commander Green is here, and it looks like he's got his coffees lined up like shots at a bar, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Way to go. Or are you just offering it up to people? Everybody over to Commander Green's house. We got coffee all around. Tommy Green is here. Some would consider that blasphemous. I don't. I'm an equal opportunity nerd. I will totally hop on board with anything nerdy that you want to talk about. AJ Agrus is here. Oh, you're at the Motor City Comic Con. Is that this week? That's not too far from here. I think that's like an 8-hour drive. I don't know. How far is it from... It's a drive. It's a hike. I had family drive up to see me when I was in a band in Michigan once. It was a trip and a half for them. Yeah, feel free to sound off, by the way. Steve Nara asks if the music is too loud. I made some adjustments to my audio, so it's possible that that I've got this stuff turned up a little bit too much. Lane Kramer's here. Jealous of the R2-D2. I pulled the trigger on Padme for pre-ordering this week. Okay, that hasn't gone on waitlist yet. That's good for people, because that's essential stuff for me. Pretty much anything from Episode 2 is essential stuff for me. As mentioned, it is my favorite prequel. Wow, big jump in the chats. That means I'm moving way too slow, so maybe it is good that I'm talking faster than normal. Oh, were you about to say that it was a good Dex impression? On how good your manners are, and how good your never mind. I'll stop right there. I'll stop while I'm ahead. Oh, valid point. Valid point. What you're saying is that I didn't drop it from a far enough height. I'll try harder next time. Try harder next time. Okay, so Bad Wolf can barely hear the music. I don't know. Audio's tricky, bro. Audio's tricky. Class Toe is here. My friend Prentice from Springfield, Illinois. How's it going, dude? You know, I'm serious, man. Me, you, and Vernon should all get together or something. I've got other friends in Springfield, too. I could just turn it into this big thing. Although I don't know, I think that the days of my friends dropping everything they're doing and showing up at a bar when I'm in town are probably long past. Yeah, that's from back when we were in our 40s. Hey, look who's here! Hey, Paul. No wonder the chat's jumped so much. Everybody's saying hi to Paulie. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hope we get to see you. Hope we get to see each other in person sometime soon. Yeah, got to work on that. Let's see. Gabe is here. Hey, what's going on, dude? Mr. Mom Collectibles. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's saying hi to Paul. Hello there. There it is. There he is. Am I missing somebody? John Galgano is here. Always good to have somebody on board who knows more about Star Wars than myself. Having Paulie Lee in the house is another one of those people. See, I'm getting my opinion seconded here. Everybody else thinks that TK421's video on Grievous was good. Yeah, it's a good figure. It's complex. It's a complex assembly. It's complex engineering, just based on the design of the character. It's really going to challenge a lot of people because we get used to the standard figure bodies, posing with the standard figure bodies. And when we get a figure like Grievous, then all of a sudden we're forced to reevaluate how we articulate things, literally how we articulate things. You have to really be careful about those joints because by design they have to be small. And you just have to take care to do everything that I talk about in How to Be a Poser. Manipulate the joints as close to that point of articulation as you can. Don't create too much leverage by moving further down the arm, for instance. And you know, again, TK421 talks about it in his video. The key is finding that center of gravity and just making it work that way. Just take your time with it. There's a learning curve with the General Grievous figure, and I think a lot of people were hoping that they could get it, and I don't want to say they were hoping it could pose itself, but they did want it to be easy. And, well, as Paul Sun-Hyun Lee knows, nothing can be easy, am I right? Anyway, let's move on. We've got comments flowing. We need pie for all this coffee. Dudes, I haven't had pie in so long. Pastries are not a part of my life. I'm trying to lose weight. Successful most of the time, but this week there was whiskey. What are you gonna do? Specifically bourbon. I got the Jean Grey and Phoenix statue coming tomorrow. Wow, you got that thing, huh? It's massive. It's massive. I was looking at that online the other day and thinking to myself, man, that thing, I don't think that thing gets enough love. It's a decently complex statue. It's a good solid design, great three-dimensional realization of that artwork. I love stuff like that. And I hope that it continues to sell well. Then Wenwu is coming Tuesday, and I got charged for Carnage on Friday. Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. But when you get that Carnage, you're gonna be like, you're gonna forget all about that wallet. You're gonna be like, I don't want to hear about it, wallet. I don't want to hear about it, wallet. Get away. Stop crying. Look at it. It's big and glossy, shiny. It looks icky. Love everything about that. Seriously love everything about it. Still so far my vote for figure of the year, if anybody wants to know. Keith says the music isn't loud. I'm loving that. Bitter Troll is going to miss the Motor City Comic Con. That's, yeah, maybe I'll make it there. I thought about moving to Detroit before I moved back here. It's true. Oh, okay, that's cool. And it looked like you had no issues with yours, so may that trend continue. Who am I missing here before I move on? And then I'll talk about my everyday carry editions. Lane Kramer said hi, but I thought I saw you earlier in the chats. Are you doing things backwards again? We talked about this. Seeing reviews for Dial of Destiny coming in. No, it's bueno. Oh, is that right? I'd actually heard other things about it. I'd heard that it was pretty good from people that I know that got in to see it. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. All right. I will reach out to everybody I know in Springfield, in and around Springfield, and say, let's have a party. Figurassic Park is here. Hey, Ahmed. Another Instagram account that you guys should be checking out. Yeah, good quality stuff there. Again, Ahmed is the guy that I said you have to stop because you're too good. Please, just stop. You're making the rest of us look bad. Except that guy, that Korean guy. What's his name? I don't know. His posing's really on point. His photography's, he doesn't do much with it. He just kind of poses them and photographs them in the environment in which they exist, which is totally cool. I mean, really, seriously, it's all about the poses, ain't it? We can carpool to Toronto for Bad Bash 2.0. There's an idea. What that requires, though, is for me to get off my butt and get my passport. That's gotta happen soon, man. Seriously. Who's a Star Wars nerd? Who's a Star Wars nerd? What are you talking about? Tom is in the house. Hey, Tom. Seriously, I've got to come up with my own way of saying that so that I can differentiate myself from Paul. Tom. It's all about being polytonal in a unique way. Tom. No. I'll keep experimenting with that, but not on camera. Oh my god, look at all those comments. Almost there. Gabe has an R2 coming in. Good for you. I just want to make sure that I've said hi to everybody before I move along here. Nice. That's a good mayor. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen to me with the St. Louis mayor. What are you going to do? The pleasures of living in a small town. The reason I got Piper is because the mayor of the town that I worked in at the time knew me, saw me in a coffee shop, and said, "I think we've got a puppy for you." So, KX Enforcer. Oh, thank you. KX Enforcer droid video was great, though I kept cringing with the range of motion on the figure. Looking forward to it. Yeah, and I need to point out that I did neglect to mention that there's a high level of die-cast elements in that figure. I saw the question pop up a couple of times in the comments, and somebody actually messaged me directly on Facebook about it. Apologies for that. Yeah, that was a bad on my part. I'll be paying attention to that going forward. Lar Powell is here. There is somebody. Oh, you're New Jerseyan and you're vacationing in Rome. Not jealous at all. Not jealous at all. Love to be in Rome right now. Actually, no, you're okay. You're far enough away from the flooding that that's not going to be an issue. I think so. That a boy, man. That's what we need. That's what we want to hear. Toronto rocks. Yeah, you know, I didn't know you were in Toronto until I got your address, and now I'm just like, oh, and by the way, if you missed it, I haven't shipped your figure yet. Apologies for that. I'll get it out to you on Monday. I have to do some mailing on Monday. I've got figures to mail back to Sideshow, so I'll get it out to you then. So sorry, but I'm working on it. Bad Wolf Media ordered what? Oh, passports. Yeah, you mentioned that to me in private, I think. Drums from Space Odyssey. Nice. Okay. Nice. I get that. I had to think about it, but I got it. Yeah. It's one of the better looking clone troopers. I want to say that I had him like in a center of that display that I had back when I had all the Sideshow clones on display in my man cave, my boy cave, my geek cave, my nerd cave. Yeah. That's praise indeed, my friend. Gary Ho is here. Hello from Hong Kong, Saturday night. Wow. Yeah, we are truly global today, everybody. That's awesome. All we need to do is get a couple of our Swedes back in the chats, and we'll be good to go. All right, without further ado. Sorry, I just got a message from Eamon O'Donoghue. What's up, Eamon? If you could wind up tuning in later and watching later, which sometimes he does. All right, so what did I get? Fun stuff. I got... This is one of those what WTF things. I bought a compass. I did. I bought a compass. And it's like a legit compass. It does all the compassy things. You know, like you can, yeah, it's got all the dials and yeah, it's like, look at this thing. It's pretty badass. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. But I was just like, I don't know. These are just items that I had saved in my Amazon account and like in the cart, in my Amazon shopping cart to buy later. I just like tried to impulse buy them at one point and was just like, no, don't really need that. But yeah, man, this is like legit. This is legit. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I can't wait to learn how to use it. I'm really looking forward to it, but that's about all I think I need to show you on that. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Additionally, shortly after I'm somewhat of an amateur ornithologist. And when I was in California, I was a big time whale watcher. Like if I was driving down to PCH and I saw whales, I would stop and check them out. And so I had binoculars in my car for that reason, and they got stolen shortly after I moved here. Somebody just got into my car. I left my car unlocked one day, and somebody got those and a pair of Ray-Bans out of there. I replaced the Ray-Bans long ago, but I just got these sweet Nikon binoculars, which are much better than the ones that were stolen. So I did an upgrade. Haven't had a chance to experiment with these yet. They're big. They're bigger than I anticipated. I was expecting them to be much smaller. But where I walk the dogs, the two parks where I walk the dogs, there are a lot of owls and a lot of various birds out there. And there are even birds, like quite a few birds in my yard and in my neighborhood to check out. So like I've got, like, mockingbirds are like a dime a dozen, but occasionally we get really cool blue jays and hummingbirds, and we get all kinds of, just really cool stuff. But what I'm really hunting for is like barred owls. We've got a lot of barred owls here, and I just want to go check them out. No opportunity to diss Nikon will be unturned by Mike from Bad Wolf Media. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. I did take them out front and briefly tested them out like in front of my house in the neighborhood, but I didn't do it very long because that just looks creepy. And I'm sensitive to that. So, yeah, just undid that. So that'll be fun. Oh, by the way, if anybody's wondering, they are the Nikon ProStaff P3. And I'm trying to remember what. They're 10 by 30. Yeah, 10 by 30. So pretty solid. Pretty solid. And what else? I feel like there was more. Oh! Let's see. This is probably my favorite. Badass new flashlight. Yeah. This is the Onsen Warrior S3, and it is powerful. Very powerful. That's low. That's the low setting. Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy how powerful it is. I won't get into it. It charges, it's USB charging, which is pretty cool. There's a magnet. It just attaches by a magnet right there. Easy peasy, Japanesey. It's probably racist, but I'll stick with mac and cheesy from now on. What's easy peasy Japanesey from Shawshank? The old man from Shawshank said that. That's right. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh no. I got a ferro rod, flint striker, yeah, fire starter thing. I'm not gonna play with that in here because I don't want to set anything on fire. But I think that's it. That's everything for my everyday carry. So let's go see what everybody had to say about that really quick. There's a new werewolf game. Cool. What was that card? There was Jihad, Vampire Jihad, that came out back in the day. Remember that? I used to have like a ton of cards from that, and then I got rid of them all. Yeah, dude, isn't that compass the best? It was like 16 bucks. I was looking for a really, really awesome compass, but I'm just like, yeah. Do you know how to shoot at azimuth with the compass, Terry? It's been a long time since both Boy Scouts and basic training orienteering for me. I do not know. That's what I'm saying. I was not in Boy Scouts for more than like 6 months, and that was like when I was a junior in high school. I just joined because a bunch of my friends were in it. ADHD, man. I did not focus on that stuff at all. I just showed up just to hang out with everybody. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning how to work a compass. Never done it before, but I'm going to be doing it now. Love whales. Nearly went into oceanography. I nearly went into marine biology. So, yeah, that was my dream, to be a marine biologist. Melissa K. All right, we got Sweden. Welcome, Melissa K. Sorry I'm late. Was zoning out watching my husband play Zelda. Ooh, yeah, that game's out now. Biggest selling Zelda game of all time on opening day. Kind of makes me wish that I had a Nintendo. It's Nintendo Switch? Is that what it's called? That's how little attention I pay to video games anymore. Yeah, I know. I'm actually contractually can't sell my statues and figures, so no problem here. We have barred owls that live by our house, and it's fun listening to the call back and forth. Yeah, when I lived in Charlotte, I had a couple that lived in the neighborhood, and I was in Dilworth, right? So yeah, they're apparently very thick in North Carolina if they're hanging out there. Although there are quite a few big ass trees in Dilworth. That's an old neighborhood. No macro binoculars. Although I think that they're getting closer to those, right? Don't they have some binoculars now that actually have their, like, I don't know, high-tech camera-oriented stuff? Yeah, with zoom lenses and shit. I don't know, maybe. I thought I saw something like that when I was shopping, but this was in my price range. It's like, what, 130 bucks or something like that? Pretty reasonable. Never stopping. There was a great story in NPR about studying the effect of radar on whales by studying their stress levels because they found their... Oh, wow. I guess that's no big surprise. We all come from the same stuff. Basically evolved from their ancestors, the same ancestors at some point, I believe. So yeah, it shouldn't surprise anyone that radar, yeah, sure, but also sonar, obviously, affects those creatures. And that just bugs the shit out of me. I mean, I think submarines are cool and everything, but I'm very, very... Yeah, not into what I'm sure they're doing to whales and other marine mammals. Just so Numb comes looking for, I have a lot of friends that shoot with Nikon and their shots kill mine. It's par for the course, my friend. It's par for the course. I mean, I don't engage in Canon trolling, although I almost did the other night, but that was after several caipirinhas. So, yeah, I was kind of feeling my oats. Have you ever seen a scarlet tanager or an indigo bunting? Yeah. Yes, I've definitely seen several indigo buntings. In fact, that's one of the birds that I keep trying to look out for when I'm out and about. I've never seen a scarlet tanager, though. Not seen one of those. No. Oh, there was a werewolf card game. I knew there was, but I still can't, even now that I'm seeing the name, I can't remember it. I can't remember much about it. 43 peeps watching. I really thought today would be bigger. But it's not, and I'm fine with that. I used to have all the WOD books, still got a few, but lost them. 20 likes, huh? Weird. 8 likes versus 20 likes. Maybe that's because everybody responded to Keith Lee's call for likes. Yeah. I just don't have time for gaming. I straight up don't. I mean, I guess I could if I decided to make some, but there are other priorities in my life beyond gaming. I had a friend that was on the Midwest demo team for Jihad way back in the day. That's really cool. That's really cool. You know, I never once played it. I could never find anybody else that was the only person I knew with the cards. Everybody was playing Magic the Gathering, and I had a lot of those cards too, and I gave them away. In fact, I might have thrown them away. Speaking of that, how did everybody like Ted Lasso? Good episode this week. Long episode this week. More than an hour in duration. Let's move this compass out of the way. God, it's really cool. Why? I don't know. I think I'm done with that for a while. If I'm going to get a bug out bag, I'm going to make it a good one. Finally, by the way, I modified my Obi-Wan pose. Just to do a generic, yeah, museum pose. But it kind of hits all the right beats. It's very clearly a good, solid Obi-Wan pose. I was initially hoping to get him going into that Qui-Gon form with the elbow way up here and the other hand grasping the butt of the saber, because I just love that scene from Rebels when he's battling Darth Maul, but the figure body won't allow for it. There's not quite the range of motion going in towards the chest. You really need to be able to get that arm in over here in order to get that double grip up by the head, and the figure just won't hit it. So that's fine. That's fine. But you know, What do they say? It's fine. What do you say there, Paul? If I say that it's fine, it's probably because it's not. You know what, man? Do you think I need to get Venom 2.0 since I'm getting the Carnage Hot Toys figure? No, especially if you... Now, first of all, I've never had my hand on the first Venom figure. I think we did an unboxing of it on Unsealed and Revealed, but as we all know, I'm never in the room when they're doing those. I only ever did that virtually, except for that one time. But if you got the Venom with the extra head and bust for... if you got the Carnage figure with the extra head and bust, then you're good to go. You're good to go. I'm not sure... I'm not well versed in each of the Venom figures, or at least in the early Venom figure, to know what the differences are between the actual accessories. But you know, apart from that, it's a judgment call. I mean, if you see some accessories in the Venom 2.0 that you want, then you know maybe you should consider getting it. I don't know. I don't know. What figures do I include in the bug out bag? I'm going to consider that. Rupert, I don't know, man. What I'm hoping is... What I think we saw there with Rupert was we saw a little bit of his more charming side. Because you have to have asked the question at some point, what did Rebecca ever see in that irredeemable dick? Well, I think we got a glimpse of that this week. We got to see a little bit of Rupert's more charming side. We got to see his genuine laughter, and his whether it's genuine or not, but that sweetness that of just pulling the little bit of food out of her hair, and I welcome that. I think that that's great, just to like get that depth to the character, because let's face it, he's been pretty much one note for the entirety of the series, but just getting to see that kind of helps me realize, okay, Rebecca isn't really... It's not that you should be questioning her judgment. She was clearly taken in by this guy's more charismatic, charming aspects. And only later found out how much of a dick he was. So, and I really love the notion of... really love the inclusion of the remember at one time they were all just little boys. And just having that visual of all those old men just trying to imagine what they were like as children is something that I actually do in my everyday life. I mean, I can't say every day, but I have on occasion just looked at somebody and just been like, all right, what were they like as a child that made them become this grown up that they are today? So, yeah, seeing something like that, I was like, these people are... I'm on this show's bus so much. Seriously. What's this? Disapproving Obi will make you cry. Bitter Troll still calling for Obi-Wan in the crane kick from Karate Kid. Is that a thing? Am I missing a reference to something there? Or is that just something you came up with in general? Because I mean, I like it. I like the idea of it. And maybe one day that I will. But it's 9:44? Yeah, and I've got a figure to unbox, and I think that there's a lot to unpack. So that Obi looks slick with your lighting and the camera. Yeah, dude, I'll just bring it up again. And then I'll bring up Ahsoka just because I can. Because she's right here. Oh, yeah. The whole backwards thing. Let's go ahead and clear that off. Just so we can all get in there. And he's crooked, so I'm just going to move him close to the camera and give you guys a bit of a pan up. Tilt. There is no pan up. It's tilt. Let's see, how close can we get on that? Yeah, it's not going to grab there. There we go. No comments from you, Mike. No comments from you. But yeah, that portrait's really on point. I'm really loving it. Love everything about it. I love the way that the cape falls, or the robe falls. It just it has some nice folds to it. I'll just spin it around so you guys can get a look at that. I know there's some wrinkles in there. Whatever. You know, I got to be honest. After I took it off, it sat here on the table for a week and just wrinkles happen. So, do what I say, not as I do. So let's bring up Ahsoka, because I finalized a bit of a museum pose for her. Although I think I would much rather have the lightsabers going out like that. kind of drawing you into it. But you can see I've kind of got her looking... Which way do I have her looking? Off to the left, I think, right? Yeah. So I've got her looking a little bit off to the left. And really, what an outstanding figure. The light's hitting her features a little hard, so you're getting a bit of a glare off of it. But that's mostly because it's meant to be... The light is set up to be at this distance. So the closer I get, even, you can see that I get kind of washed out. But yeah, look at that. I know we all looked at this like 2 weeks ago, but still, come on. The details on that belt, on the pants, on that cummerbund. Come on. The lightsabers, everything. Yeah. Okay. So that is our recap from the past 2 weeks of 6-scale figure posing. Right? Oh no, because there was Luke. Jedi Luke. So Ahsoka was 3 weeks ago, and Jedi Luke was last week. And I think... Losing track of time, losing track of stuff. Boom. There we go. Moving right along. Slipcase. Slide it off. Ahsoka with the drum technique, as always. Boom, boom, boom. Insane Goon is here. What's up? What's the blue lighting you use in the back there? Those LEDs? Yes, they are. They're from Philips Hue. Most of them. I think there's one over here from... I forget. It's another company. And I don't have my phone on me. Hey, Siri, where are you? Oh, I do have my phone on me. Somewhere. Oh, there she is. What were you asking? It's from Casa. Another company called Casa. I bought a couple of light strips from them because they were relatively affordable compared to the Philips Hue. But at the time, I didn't really like how the Wi-Fi was interacting. Frequently, the strips would disconnect from the app, and it was a bear just trying to get them reconnected again. At some point in time, they did an update, and everything is working perfectly fine now with all the Casa light strips. So if you're looking into them, yeah, they're probably still okay. And the thing about the Casas is they actually do also interact with like any one of those home base station type things like Echo, you know, whatever. Echo and what's it called? Amazon Echo? Yeah. I don't have one. I'm not really even looking into them. But yeah, you can do whatever you want to with those lights back there. Turn them up, change colors, do whatever. Oh wow, John, yeah. Seriously, honestly guys, if I were going to be forced to dial back to 2 streaming services, those 2 streaming services would obviously be Disney Plus because Star Wars and Marvel, but also Apple TV. The thing about Apple TV over like say Netflix has this vibe for me that they seem to just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And then just on a whim, they'll yank it. They'll yank it and just be like, oh, nope, sorry, that's not working out. And right when you fall in love with something that's undoubtedly quality content, they pull it and you don't get to see anything resolved. And I don't appreciate that at all. Whereas Apple TV, they seem to be a bit more selective about what they're bringing to the table. They're more conscious of their content. They're more aware of what the audience is like. And I have yet to watch a single show on Apple TV or film on Apple TV that hasn't been at least great. Or at least good. Yeah. Great stuff. Check it all out. Okay, so we've all seen this stuff. But for those, or at least I thought we had, there might be some people here who have not. But this is the, 20th episode, 20th anniversary packaging. God, I'm old. For Attack of the Clones. All the figures from Attack of the Clones will be coming in this stuff. The box is magnetized at the bottom. Pops free. And then lifts up to reveal the full window and everything that's on the inside. And look at all of those manipulator arms. I've seen photos, and many people have probably seen photos of R2 with, because you can put every single one. There's a separate connection point for every single one of these arms, apparently. And I'm not going to be attempting to do that on camera today. That would take a prodigious amount of time. And I'm just not... Oh, God, and look at all the batteries. Bugger. You know, for the sake of this thing, I think I got to do the batteries. Okay, so we'll be doing that. Oh, is my... Hang on. I'm scanning the table. I may have to go into the studio and get a screwdriver for putting in these batteries. Let's see. Where does this open from? I actually ripped one of these. Shh, tell no one. Hi, work. Open. And carefully. All right, here he comes. Ah. Out of the tray. Okay, wow. Okay, right, okay. Oh my God. And I can't believe this one was actually not on my list of mandatory figures, if I'm being 100% honest. I was not actually considering, I was considering canceling this. I skipped over one of my mandatory figures in order to get this figure this past week. I must have been out of my mind, because looking at it now, I'm just like, yeah, come on. 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen arms. A dozen manipulator arms. Scroll up there. Why won't you focus? Because it's Nikon, says Mike. Because it's Nikon. Look at all of them. Does he use all of these in Attack of the Clones? Man. Okay, so here's what's in the box as it comes to you. Hopefully nothing spills out, but I'm going to move this close to the camera so that you can get a better look at it. Now again, the lights on it are really hot, so it looks brighter than it actually is. So again, apologies for that. Let's go ahead and get the Apple box up here so we can get them out and start doing stuff with them. Apple box. Taking them out of the box. I'm going to turn everything into a song today. What am I missing in the comments? While I prattle on. Really? Well, it's no wonder you went over the edge and down the rabbit hole, my friend. Wow, it's weighty. Definitely die-cast, whoever was asking. It's got a nice heft to it. I don't remember the Force Awakens one having this much heft. Wow. Okay. You know what this is going to call for? Instructions. Really quick, I'm going to scan down here and see. Wow. That's die-cast dome, but not die-cast body. That's correct, Laura. Laura? Yeah, Laura. Yeah, is it very similar? I feel like my memory of that, Paul, is that there was more weathering and rust speckling going on the dome. But again, I haven't actually had that figure in hand for a number of years now. I think I parted ways with it right about the time that I got the OT R2. But there's a fair amount of... There's actually much more rust speckling on here than I originally thought. So essentially, yeah, it's close to what I can remember from the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens R2. Or were you talking about the OT R2? You said OG, right? Okay, OG release. Okay, got it. If you could have only 3 figures characters to represent the franchise, who would they be? If the goal was to represent the franchise and not represent favorite characters, then R2 and 3PO and some version of Luke Skywalker, probably Farm Boy. It's hard not to include Vader. But when you're including Vader, you're really and it's because 6 of the movies are his story, basically. So you kind of have to, right? That's a tough one to think about. That's very, very tough. Take care, Prentice. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, just more weathering on the new one. And 3PO's decapitated head. And the, did he have the jets on the Force Awakens one? I don't think he had the jets on the Force Awakens one. No, because he didn't use them. He's like old ass R2, not doing anything in Force Awakens until the end. Yeah, Vader and Stormtrooper are solid choices. I mean, I guess you know, what do you want to represent? I mean, it's a personal preference there. I mean, do you want to represent the darker side of it? Then yeah, man, Vader and 2 Stormtroopers would be an amazing look. I mean, there's no bad answer to this. Seriously, yeah, there might be a bad answer, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, at one point I had R2 and 3PO premium formats, and that was awesome. That looked good. I just had them on an end table, and when you see R2 and 3PO, I mean, that's quintessential Star Wars stuff right there. It's mainly because they're in every movie. Legitimately, I mean, except for Solo. But they're even in Rogue One, for crying out loud. They're in the Clone Wars. They're just like this ubiquitous presence in all of Star Wars. Did they? Yeah, they were in Rebels. I don't think we've seen them in Bad Batch yet, that I can recall. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. I need to get movie. Yeah, I need to get movie too. Well, good to see you, Bitter Troll. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, dude, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. Yeah, see, look at that. John brings this up too. Tuskens, Jawas, Ewoks. There's just so many things that lend themselves to Star Wars. If I have one complaint to Hot Toys, is that they've only released one Jawa, a single Jawa, and while the Jawa 2-pack from Sideshow is great, it would be nice to have, because the colors of the robes aren't similar. It would be nice to have a set of Jawas, different heights, you know, and different accessories. But I don't know if and when we'll see that. Melissa K is saying Empire Strikes Back, Hoth Leia. That is a great one. In fact, that's arguably another trio that you could have. Snowspeeder Luke or Hoth Luke, Tauntaun Luke, we could call him that, with Hoth Han and Hoth Leia. Those three right there would be great representations of the big 3 characters, the Holy Trinity of Star Wars. Are they the Holy Trinity of Star Wars? That's debatable. That is debatable. I don't know what this means. No, dude, I'm sorry. You know what happens? The comments all skip down, and so I completely missed that. But yeah, dude, I had some battery issues the other day with a figure I was working on, and it's like I'm without saying which figure it was. I put the batteries in, and it took, you know, I've kind of gotten good with putting them in once you get them in. My fingers are a little bit more nimble than they used to be. I think I've just exercised them enough. But I got them in, but the power wouldn't come on for the light up feature. So I thought I was like, is something wrong with the freaking batteries? And I don't know why I thought that, because, you know, obviously it's not going to be all 3 batteries. The other 3 batteries didn't work on the other side. But I did transfer the batteries from that side to that. I did troubleshoot. I transferred the batteries from the one side that was working to the side that wasn't working, and it still didn't work. So I'm like, okay, I got a bad light up feature. All right. So, you know, on closer inspection, the part, I won't say which part because I don't want to give anything away, had actually split down the middle, and I didn't even notice, but it was actually broken. And when I pulled it all the way off, come to find out, one of the connection points had not been properly soldered. So the wire had come loose and was preventing that arm, okay, it was arm, from completely sealing there. That's why it was split. So I basically had to go break out a soldering iron. I couldn't find my solder, so I had to go buy solder, and then I had to actually perform a little soldering job. I straight up repaired one of my 6-scale figures. So that was pretty awesome. Need your 6-scale figures repaired? Send them to me. I'll take care of everything. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I think so. I think they're all waitlisted. You're right. Yeah, I think that's justifiable. Yeah, that's I think we're seeing we saw symptoms of inexperience there. Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if? Well, no. As it turns out, it wouldn't be. Okay, I'll see what I can do there. Does it come with a stand? See, that's no, it doesn't. Okay, that's the thing, because you've got these additional elements that you can add so that you've got the jet effects, but no means. Oh wait, yeah, there is. Hey! I'm easily amused. I'm so easily amused. Oh, that's cool. It's very, very precarious. Yeah, like look at that. That's very precarious. Oh, that's so bitchin'. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right, cool. Not sure how I'm going to display that. I'm really, really also happy that the camera is choosing to focus. Oh, yeah, Melissa brings up something. I'm going to flash back to Ted Lasso again, but yeah. Yeah, she got the opportunity to turn Rupert down. That shows real growth. And, yeah. No, she's not going to connect back with Rupert. No, hell no. Oh, I don't know, probably. I don't know. I kind of hope she doesn't wind up with any of the people. I don't want her to. I don't want to see her wind up with Sam. I think that's just too obvious. I don't want to see her wind up. The people who wanted her to wind up with Ted, man. That's no. No, that's just way too easy. That's just way too generic. I don't want to see that happen. Not at all. Really? Just rolling down really quick, and then we're going to move along here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything awesome. The cover of the back in the previous versions cannot be opened. Oh, that's right. Yeah, again, I haven't laid hands on an R2 figure in years. Yeah, Keith Lee agrees with me, and yeah, seriously, I mean, that just, you know, I've got this poster up here that's basically one of those series of posters that was released from Burger King and Burger Chef back after the first movie came out, and it's the orange one with R2 and 3PO on it. That's been the most dominant Star Wars image in my life from the very beginning, because it's the first Star Wars poster I ever had, and the only one that I had for a very, very long time. Oh, Commander Green's going all bold with Star Wars that would be Revenge of the Sith, Anakin, and Vader. Yeah, he's all about the Anakin. Respectable. Rebecca and Dutch Boat Dude. You know, if I had to choose, I would go with Dutch Boat Dude. Yeah, he was cool. I like that cat. He's had a lot of time to be introspective and think about stuff, and oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, what have I done? What am I doing? What's going on here? Madness. Madness. Paul, you paying attention? You paying attention, Paul? I'm opening instructions. I'm opening instructions! It's true. Wow. This is a tome, everyone. Legitimately a tome. I've never seen instructions like this. Oh yeah, I have. Only in every anniversary packaged. So one should point out that that the instructions also form a black and white poster of the episode 2 artwork. Yeah. That's a cool feature. So when you take away that, you're basically taking away half of that and donating it to... Jeez, okay, let's see. Where do these batteries go? Wow, there's 2 places for batteries in the dome. Okay. Jeez, lots of magnets. I'm very uncomfortable about the dead air that I'm... Oh yeah, and the other batteries. Okay, so there's batteries that go in the remote. That's right, everyone. There is, for those who don't know, a remote for activating the sound features. And where do the others go? Oh, they're in the C3PO head. Yeah, we won't play with those today. That's just too much. All right, so Just double checking here. Detach the dome-shaped head as shown. It just pulls straight up. The dome-shaped head. Wow! That's so much easier than the sideshow version, where you have to grip here and twist it. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I have to walk away from the camera for a moment while I go secure myself a screwdriver. And so, yeah, entertain yourselves, chat amongst yourselves, listen to the Saturday morning Toy Tunes, and I'll be right back. You know, I was thinking the other day, what I really need to do is go switch over to from OBS to StreamYard, because it will be much easier for me then to play with others while I'm on this stream. We can have teams, a team stream, if you will. One down. Oh, only one down. Okay. Bitchin'. So, we need 2 in one and 3 in the other. That's a first for me. Yes. Melissa K agrees. There's been 0 romance in the relationship so far. What am I missing there? I gotta scroll back to a Brandy Woods comment. This is a very good question. Universal Key, dropping the, and this is, there's no wrong answer to this, everybody. But he's asking what the best, what does everyone think is the definitive look for Luke Skywalker? I think I already said it, but I'm a big fan of OG Farm Boy Luke. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't fall and scatter parts everywhere for them to never be found again. Boom. Because I wanted to upend my batteries here and spill them on the table. Okay, let's talk more work, whatever. Must keep a mini screwdriver set at your desk at all times. I do, typically, but I couldn't find the one that I have in my, I couldn't find the one that I had in my studio because there were just so many figures and figure boxes just scattered everywhere back there this week that I, man, stuff was misplaced. I've since found it, but I had to take the desk one in there. I mean, you've seen my everyday carry, the tool roll. Yeah, it's usually sitting at the desk. It is, in fact, currently in the back right now. Alrighty, Roo, Scooby-Doo. First one down. And they activate this way? Uh-oh. Okay. That's one switch. Where's the other switch? If only I had instructions. This is like the second week in a row, or second week this month, in which there's been a lot of dead air while I try to figure stuff out. And apologies for that. If that irritates people, then, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see, the other 3 go into... Alright. Uh-oh. Okay. The other 3 go into this. Okay, I see what's happening here. So apparently... Really? They had to put a screw... They had to put a screw on the, on the remote Conventional wisdom is that you put one of those covers on there that just slides off. I'm not complaining, Hot Toys. As predicted, all the parts just scattered all over the floor. Oopsie. Ah. Christ. I really don't like it when screws don't work. I feel like this one is stripped. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, guys. I think I got a faulty guy. Yep, kind of looks that way. Come on. Yeah, I can't get this screw to come undone. It's it seems like it's been stripped. It's stuck in there for all eternity. I'm gonna try a different thing here. Yeah, if you got some helpful hints there, bro, then by all means shout them out. Yeah, it's not coming out. The screw is spinning, but there's no movement on it, and it appears there's just no way for me to manipulate it in any way that will loosen it. Oh, total lie. Cool. Freedom, said the battery compartment. If battery compartments could talk, that's what they'd say. Okay. All right, that's good. Spoke too bloody soon. Okay. That's working. Oh, we got light. We got more light. And lights off. So 3 times. Okay, you hit 3 times he knocks. Oh wait, no, it's 4 times. Doctor Who. Yeah, okay, so now we got R2. Lights on. So I guess you have to be aiming it at the front. Right. Are we hearing that? Turn the music down. 2 buttons. Oh my god, that's amazing. I can tell already that I'm just going to have to buy a ton of those really big button cell batteries because I'm just going to be doing this all the time. Oh man. I know that it was a feature that it was also included on the other one, but this is the first time I played with it publicly. So yeah, I'm going to put on a little bit of a show. Hi, R2. Yeah. This is everything that you need in an R2-D2 6-scale figure. Like, legitimately everything that you need. What am I missing in the comments? Don't know about the toy versions, but the outfits between R2... Huh. Yes. Yes, they are slightly different. I think that... yeah, I think they're also different on the toy versions, and I didn't realize that until I saw the first photos from. I just wasn't paying any attention for some reason. I looked at the Luke Skywalker in the show and was just like, that's close enough to Return of the Jedi that I don't need to get it. Now, part of me regrets not getting it. Oh, I do, Steve. I do have the sounds on my phone. I do have the sounds on my phone. In fact, some of you out there who are watching who happen to also have my text tone have R2-D2 sounds as your text tone. Oh yeah, let's see. Gina, that's very touching, very comforting. Thank you for that comment. That, yeah. Love that track. How many sounds does this thing have? Crazy. Oh. Irritated R2. amused R2. I'm wondering, are they random? Are they, or do they happen in a particular order? There it is. Oh, sorry, R2. That just means you've died. So, all right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this off. Cool, and the gang. I'm guessing that when he's in off mode like this, that no, he can still make noise. So he's still kind of powered up. He's still gonna be putting a drain on the batteries. So what you really want to do is every time you plan on going for a long period without having him on, just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Okay, so let's I've got to drop down on the floor and pick up these pieces for his legs. Did they all fall out? Yes, they did. At least one of them was caught by the tray. Oh, two of them were caught by the tray. Yeah, that's it though. The others went down on the floor into this morass of boxes at my feet. Look at that. Yeah. So, so there's 13 accessories. Okay, found the other jet blast. So that's something. There's just so many places they could go. That's not it. There we are. Yay! I'm like a freaking 6-scale bloodhound. It's not true. I've got so many parts. There's a gummy figure from one of the Jedi or a clone around here somewhere that I just cannot find. I left it sitting on the desk for too long and it fell somewhere. Dog ate it. I don't know. Do these things have... Hot Toys is usually pretty good about having letters indicating which is right and which is left. But these two pieces appear to be identical. Although I'm sure these are not. We'll find out. All right, so instructions. What are we doing here? Remove the panel as shown, so it just pops right out, and the other things pop right in. Bitchin'. Okay, let's go. Do not break, do not break. All right, cool. Now this, I'm assuming, is not... Oh, I'm wrong. Yeah, they are very much symmetrical. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, they are. It's not that I can't make up my mind, it's just that... Okay. Cool. Okay, important tip. When you're putting these effects on, it's probably best to put the lower one on first. Because otherwise you run the risk of colliding with the jet blast effect. Is that what we're calling it? The jet blast effect? The thrust effect? That puts your mind somewhere else. Okay. Neat. I don't know about you guys, man, but when we first saw R2 with flight capabilities, I don't think anybody was more elated than I was. Just so happy, so much joy. R2 can fly! Yeah! So stoked! Now I really want a real life R2. That's not it. What am I doing? There it is. Oh my god, I am like, my friend Scott was right, dude. When I'm doing this, even with witnesses, I am like a kid at Christmas. It's no wonder that Guy Klender and I get along so well. All right, so let's just go ahead and showcase this, because we do know that, yeah, the third leg extends, and we can drop this thing into... Oh, something fell. What was it? I have no idea what just fell off of here. But something did. Did I break something? Anyway, so there's R2 in ambulatory mode. Here, full effect. Oh, right. right. I demonstrated how to turn it off. Alright. Here we go. Look at him. He's so cool. Ah. Wow. Why are we not focusing on R2? Come on, man. R2's way more important than I am. Yeah. But just look how neat he is. Ah. Okay. And so obviously in order to fly, you can lock that into place. R2 always has his legs extended back like this when he's flying. And then you just drop him onto this little cradle. How about the power of flight? That do anything for you? Yeah, it does. How about the power to kill a yak? From 3,000 yards away. With mind bullets. So that looks pretty cool, right? All right. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I gotta aim it. Why isn't it working? I just turned him off. Okay. Man, I'm gonna be looking for whatever piece that was that fell off of him for days. Man, what's this? Oh, I think it was this. I think there was some kind of foam that must have been attached to him that got stuck to him and then fell off. Regardless, I'm going to do a very thorough search later on. So this kind of has to be how you display this R2, I think. Although the accessories are pretty cool. Has anybody actually seen a photo of him displayed in flight with all of the manipulator arms sticking out? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, I said I would never say that again. Yeah. Anyway, Tommy K bailed on us, huh? That's cool. Yeah, sorry to taunt everybody with this. I know that it sold out. I think I might have gotten the last one. Because it's like, it shipped to me and then all of a sudden the wait list was full. Oh. Thank you, Melissa. My favorite Tenacious D as well, dude. Seriously, Wonder Boy all day. What? I don't get it. Oh, never mind. Use that flashlight to look for the fallen bit. Yeah, see, I'm not even used to having this super powerful flashlight, so it doesn't even occur to me. Oh, look who joined us. Glad you could make it, sir. Yeah, don't bother showing up on time on our account. Yo, Terry, what's up? Been a little stretch. That R2-D2 looks fire. It is fire. It's totally fire. There's even fire coming out these little jet blasts. Can you see? What do you think about May the 4th Palpatine and Clone Commander Fox? I think they're great. I think they're great. I ordered Palpatine. I didn't order Fox. I have the Sideshow version. And I kind of regret not ordering it. So I may change my mind on that. It's a great looking figure. The weathering techniques have come a long way since Sideshow released theirs. God, it's going on a decade ago. Let me think. Yeah, easily a decade ago since Sideshow released theirs, I want to say. So, yeah, I may reevaluate that decision. But the Palpatine was a no-brainer. That was absolutely a must-have for me. If it's Clone Wars and it's Hot Toys, odds are I'm going to get it. So, yeah, bank on that. Anyway, welcome to the show. And without further ado, is there anything else? I did get the Art of Avatar, Way of Water. That's neat. Finally, I think I mentioned that I watched that show again, but you know, I just love concept art. Seriously. And if it's a movie that visually I'm just addicted to. But going back and rewatching Avatar: The Way of Water, you just catch so much stuff. Now, what I'm eager to see, I just rewatched Quantumania last night, and I liked it better the second time. But I noticed in the comments section of something else that I was looking at today, and I'm just going to go ahead and shut down R2 so that he's not draining battery power. But, oh, this could be fun. Yeah, this could be fun. Usually, you know how usually I like to highlight like a couple of figures together. But anyway, while I'm doing this, obviously figures that you can display with R2. There would be Ahsoka. Yeah. Could be fun. Right? But also, I'm just going to scooch some stuff over here and make some room so I can slide everything over. Look how precarious that is. I did stop collecting art books, bro, but I made an exception for Avatar 2. Now, admittedly, it was an exception made under the influence of bourbon, so it's not an exception that I'm likely to repeat anytime soon. But yeah. Ooh, got some very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque stuff going on here. So this is a good figure to display with your R2. In fact, I'm going to roll this around here. Please don't fall, R2. I like you just the way you are. Get R2 over here because I have plans within plans. And I don't know if they're going to show up on the... Yeah, this is probably too tall. Oop, don't drop that. Yeah, definitely too tall. Definitely too tall. Yeah, the ideal situation would be to have Anakin be much shorter. And right now it kind of looks like he's flying in to decapitate R2. Betrayal! It's something Anakin Skywalker knows how to do. Liar! Alright, that's precarious. And I guess I could bring out, like, I don't know, my Jedi Luke would be close. Yeah, dude. Oilers Workshop says it best. Do not drink in PO. Word. Yeah, that night cost me a lot of money. Alright, so let's just go ahead and slide these over. And I'm going to let you guys look at these while I check out... Oh, Piper's doing... Oh, thanks for asking, Dark Wolf. Yeah, Piper's doing alright. Who wants to see Piper, guys? Hey, Pine. Can I disturb you for a second? Come on, baby girl. Hello, hello. Hey, Angel. Hey, girl. So here's Piper. And Dobby is curious. Dobby's very concerned right now that Piper is being brought in for camera. But here she is. Hey, old girl. She's hanging in there. She still likes walks. Oh, she's really tired right now, though. She ate a lot of tilapia this morning. She pees in the house a lot. There you go, kid. Good girl. Yeah. And, yeah, but the medication seems to be working for her. So, we're just going to keep monitoring her. And I'm hearing that they've seen dogs last a year to even 2 years when they're on this medication. So, so we'll see. We'll see how she does. Thank you for asking. That's very kind. R2-D2 and C-3PO. Yeah, I don't have a C-3PO on display. I know where mine is. I just saw it down in the basement the other day. But, yeah. Oh, that's handy. Coupons are our friends. Yeah. I don't know that it was expectations for me, but I think that for whatever reason, I'm able to pay more attention to it when I'm watching it at home. Or maybe it's just that I catch more stuff. My brain catches more stuff, more things, different things with the second viewing and perhaps every subsequent viewing. I don't know. But somebody did suggest in a comment section that I saw that the special effects have been tweaked. That they'd actually made improvements in some of the special effects. And if that's true, that might have something to do with it. I never saw a problem with the special effects. I did, however, see quite a few issues with the visual effects for Avatar 2. Mostly dealing with with Na'vi in combat at night. And they were aware of it, and they made quick cuts away as soon as it happened. As soon as it started to happen, you saw that the camera cut away to another scene, another angle, or whatever. Jealous Dobby. What are you doing, dude? Hey, boy. Always somewhere looking at me. Always somewhere looking at me. Little creep. Speculation question. Who gets R2 and 3PO? BB-8 was with Rey. Wow. I don't know. But they just kind of got left in the wind, didn't they? I hadn't thought about that. Steve felt like Quantumania was rushed, but he liked it. There was a lot to unpack in that show. Yeah, it's watch it again, because if my experience and Keith Lee's experience is any indicator, then maybe you'll have a different experience. Kumar's totally blew by you, man. Sorry. Would have preferred the second generation suit for Fox. Would have gone well with Coruscant guards, but still getting it. Yeah, my guess is that down the line you're probably going to see some first gen Coruscant guards. Well, I guess back then, well, yeah, they were still the Coruscant guard then too, because that was their whole thing, is they were escorting Yoda. But I can't remember the name of that captain, that was with Yoda on that first, I think it was episode 2 or 1 of the Clone Wars. Shut these down. There we go. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the captain from that episode. But it would be really, really cool to see those characters. And I feel like that's the direction that they're going right now. Shut this down while I'm talking about stuff. And wow, that's so neat. So yeah, well, I think yeah, we'll see that, and then we'll also see somewhere down the line a second gen Fox. It's not Gen. What is it? Phase 2 Fox. Yeah, I'm like, what's the, yeah, okay. You okay? Did you fall off the bed? Huh. Yeah, you'll find it. She's pretty agile for a blind pup. But yeah, well, I think we'll see both those things. I think that we'll see generic clones from Fox's unit in Phase 1, and we'll also see a Fox Phase 2 at some point down the line. They're in it for the long haul. They're going to be treating, my guess is they're going to be treating Clone Wars stuff the same way that they're treating OT stuff. It's always going to be there. So they have an infinite amount of time to develop figures from the Clone Wars, just as they have an infinite amount of time to develop figures from Return of the Jedi. Right now they're trying to crank out TV show figures because while the TV shows are hot. Smart move, smart play, both from marketing and, well, yeah, and it works. It's going to work really well for them, as the sales have demonstrated. I'm trying to say that I have them all. Pretty much have them all here. Anyway, yes, everybody's saying hi, Piper. Piper does deserve all the cuddles. She gets at least a half an hour of just sprawled across my chest pets every day, and we just go in on the couch. I pick her up, take her in there, and yeah, we just cuddle. She gets all the pets, and I've turned off the limitations on the treats, so she gets unlimited treats. Anytime she looks like she wants a treat, I find her one and I give her one. Whoa, big jump in the comments. I was just getting ready to end the stream, but I see we've got a lot of questions and comments. Is that you saw a problem with CGI or in the story with that? It did seem to be a continuing plot device. What was it, 3 times that it happened? 3 separate times? Like, all right, come on, man. Yeah, that's a really good looking figure, Lane. The Kang figure is, and yeah, that one was a hard one for me to turn down. But Marvel again is no longer on in my collecting umbrella. Wedge, really? Oh, that could work. I just rewatched Quantumania with a wife and enjoyed it more the second time. See, that's 3 votes. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what the canon-breaking plot holes would be. Thorn, Captain Thorn. Or was it Commander Thorn? Thank you, Beskar Kid. Good one. Yeah. Yeah. I love having friends out there that know more about this stuff than I do. Yeah, that's true, Linda. Back up and rewind. That is your friend. That is your friend. Lieutenant Thayer. That's it. Michael Black. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Good to have you aboard. So who was Thorn then? Okay. Yeah, I just got an opportunity to play with Taskmaster again. I didn't think I ever would, and I did, and it was like, okay, this is freaking brilliant. It was for Oh, for the White Widow figure. For the Black Widow's sister, for Natasha's sister. Yelena Belova. But will we see Fox Force 5? Ugh, don't tease me. Got one for $200 shipped. That's nice. So hope to see a 212th and a 441st soon. That would be cool. And please, Echo 5s and Waxer and Boyle. I think that's probably a guarantee. But again, it's just like anything else. I mean, they have all the time in the world to generate those. And you're going to do a character like Jesse first, because it's just like if you were going to, let's just say they released ARC Trooper 5s, ARC Trooper Echo, and ARC Trooper Jesse all at the same time, what would people be buying? They would buy Echo and 5s. Jesse would get relegated. But when you release Jesse by himself, then everybody's just like, ARC Trooper! And they reach out and they buy it with good reason. Yeah, it's a great, great figure. And they're gonna sell a lot of this, and then sometime down the line, probably next year, we're gonna see the reveal for Echo and or 5s. But they're also going to try to get our Bad Batch wrapped up, I think, first before they move forward with that. No, you're going to have to wait for work-related videos on that, bro. I wanted to. It's a great, great figure. I had fun playing with it at SDCC. It looks really, really good. But, yeah, again, Marvel is Marvel, and I'm no longer a Marvel collector. No. 50-50 shot. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just guessing no. And that's about it. Thorn was the For the Republic guy with the Gatling gun. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the hard case of the Coruscant Guard. Good episode. Good episode. I remember the quality of the animation affecting my judgment of that stuff early on. I dearly loved the stories, but now I've just overlooked the animation, and I'm just like all in for anything Clone Wars. If you're looking for a Venom, just picked it up. Oh, that's cool, man. Everybody making connections right here. What time is it? 10:39. Hour and a half. I've got a lot to do today, guys. I've got to get to my eye doctor before they close, so I'm gonna sign off here, and because they're only open till I think noon today. So I'm going to sign off here and get my day going. Let's get Ahsoka out of the way. So I hope everybody enjoyed what little playing around I did with R2 here. I'm enamored with this thing. I have no regrets about buying this. I really wish that everybody else had the opportunity to buy it, but turned out being more popular than people thought. And a lot of people snoozed. I almost did. Anyway, love you guys for being here. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Be good to each other. Be good to your plastic. Sorry. Oh, yeah, still like in 2018. What you're saying that you want me to do another one with the long hair? Is that what you're saying here? You know, I like 2018 Terry too, bro. I was 5 years younger. So, yeah, everything about 2018 Terry was better. Except probably his mental health. I see a lot of thank yous going on here, guys. I'm touched. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you'll come back next week. I'll do more. I think that I haven't decided what figure I'm going to unbox. So you'll just have to wait for the reveal via thumbnail once the time arrives. I don't think I'm expecting anything else to show up this week, so it's definitely going to be an out of the cellar episode. Something from my archive, perhaps. I don't know. And without further ado, I'm going to let y'all go. So until next time, as always, be good to your plastic.